Hello, amazing peoples. Welcome to our math class. Math is fun. I love mathematics. Today we have an interesting topic, open sentences. In this lesson, you learn about what are open sentences. Open sentences involving addition and subtraction. Open sentences involving division and multiplication. And finally, word problems. What are open sentences? An open sentence is a mathematical statement showing two equal expressions and containing a missing quantity to be found. The missing quantity is usually represented by an empty box, a blank, or a letter. So look at open sentences involving addition and subtraction. We'll take some examples on this. So this is the first example. 12 plus empty box equals to 20. Now, what do you add to 12 to get 20? Now, to do this, we can count on 12 and see how many will be added to 12 to get 20. So we'll count on 12 to get to 20. So let's count. Count on 12 to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, how many strokes did I count on 12 to get to 20? I counted 8 strokes. So 12 plus 8 equals to what? 20. Now, this can be done simply by subtracting 12 from 20. So when I subtract 12 from 20, I get 8. So let's look at the next example. Now, this is 13 minus empty box equals to what? 8. In this example, I can count 13 and see how many I can take away from 13 to get 8. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here are 13 balls. Now I'm going to take away, I'm going to keep removing from the balls till I'm left with what? 8 balls. So let's take out the first ball. So I've taken out one ball, I'm left with what? 12 balls. Taking out the second ball, I'm left with 11 balls. Third ball, I'm left with 10 balls. I'm taking out the fourth ball, I'm left with 9 balls. Then finally, I take out the fifth ball, and I'm left with what? 8 balls. So I have 8 balls left. So I took away how many balls from 13 balls to get 8 balls? I took away 5 balls. So 13 take away 5 is equals to what? 8. Now this can be done simply by subtracting 8 from 13. So 13 take away 8 is equals to 5. And this is the second example. Empty box plus 14 equals to 31. Now, to get this done, I subtract 14 from 31. So 14 take away 31 is equals to 17. Let's look at the next example. Now, we start looking at open sentences involving multiplication and division. Now, the first example here is empty box multiplied by 5 is equals to 30. Then the second one is 21 divided by empty box equals to 3. So let's look at this quickly. Now, what do I multiply by 5 to give me 30? Now, in this example, when you know your 5 multiplication table, it's easy to get your answer. What do I multiply by 5 to get 30? But if you don't know your 5 multiplication table, but I believe you should, just simply divide 30 by 5. So to get the missing number, divide 30 by 5. So 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. So 6 times 5 is equal to 30. So the missing number is 6. 21 divided by a number that you do not know is equals to 3. What number is that? Now to get that number, I'm going to divide 21 by 3. To get the missing number, divide 21 by 3. So 21 divided by 3 is equals to 7. So look at word problems on open sentences. The first example, when 9 is added to a number, the answer is 21. Find the number. 9 is added to a number, the answer is 21. Find the number. So 9 plus a number is equal to 21. Now the number will be represented with an empty box. So 9 plus empty box equals to 21. So what should be the number? How do I get the number? I simply subtract 9 from 21 to get my number. To get the missing number, subtract 9 from 21. So 21 take away 9 is equal to 12. So therefore the missing number, or the number added to 9 to get 21, is 12. So I look at the example 2 on word problems on open sentences. The product of two numbers is 100. If the bigger number is 20, what is the other number? Now, in this case, what is the meaning of product? Product means multiplication. So the product of two numbers is 100. So the bigger number is 20. 20 multiplied by a number gives me 100. What is that number? So to get that number, I'm going to divide 100 by 20. Or if I can remember my multiplication table, what do I multiply by 20 to give me 100? So I divide 20 by 100 by 20. So 100 divided by 20 is equals to 5. So the other number that you multiply by 20 to get a product of 100 is 5. So this brings us to the end of our class, but let's quickly do a recap of our lesson. So in this lesson, we learned about open sentences being mathematical statements which contain an unknown quantity, and that unknown quantity is represented by an empty box, or in some other cases by a letter or a blank. Now we learned open sentences involving various operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And finally, we learned word problems on open sentences.